What's good, Mike TV? What's going on, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. Hey, welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. Subscribe. Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. Hit that like button. Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. Shimmy out. Welcome to the Wheeler Gang party. What's good, y'all? I'm back with another game stream. We are on Madden 20. We about to get it in. If you come in, hit that like button. Shout out your boy. Shout out to all my. What's good, Harold? What's good, brother Harold? Shout out to you, man. Just want to give a quick shout out to all my We Lit Gang Forever Moving Fam gang, all my Blue Team gang, all my real loyal Day One supporters, you know who you are, and also my gaming clan We Lit Gang Forever. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to it. I'm doing great, Harold. How you doing, man? We're gonna do Ultimate Team. Hmm. Let's see. Where was that? That was right here. Thank you, Harold. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Okay. Patrick Pearson was selected 5th overall in the 2011 fourth the NFL draft by the Cardinals that season. He returned 4 punts for the touchdowns. One of those went for 99. Okay, Harold.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
So we win this game.
Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the
I gotta
action.
at least get 35
Okay, Coach,
yards.
we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the 4th quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. We're all tied up 13 apiece. You have possession on your own 45-yard line, and it's 4th and long. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line,
I didn't even
and it
catch the
continues
ball.
into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Mahomes. And it'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run.
What's good, Right Bird? How you doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Right Bird is new fam on my channel. Y'all make sure y'all grab her up.
Knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So you followed me on IG.
Completions now 3rd and 10, and first things first.
Hold on, let me put my PSN. For those that don't have me on IG, I'm about to. Oh, gosh. Okay, okay, okay. Y'all make sure I hit that like button.
Before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Oh, come on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Shout to the 3. Come on.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, refusing to go down.
Ooh.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Gotta hurry up, y'all.
It was Troy Hill that time in
Score.
on the tackle.
We ain't got that much time.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bahama. Again, the stiff arm.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads
Cool,
to a
cool.
first
We
and
at the
goal.
goal line. Let's go. We at the goal line.
Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Won the game, baby. Won the game.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this.
Touchdown.
This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Let's go. Pick.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Let me change up my lineup a little bit. Ooh, I'm level 20 now. Okay. Let's see. Let me. I'll be right back on this. I just gotta change. Shout out to the 4. Let's see what I need to change. Excuse me. Mm. Now the only thing I'll change is probably let's see. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, definitely like definitely liking this. Thank you. I'm an Eagles fan. Can't wait. Okay, cool. Damn, I got nobody really on there. That's good. Okay, this is at least better, definitely. We'll go back to the challenges. We on Leonard Williams. Get 2 sacks this quarter. Okay. I'm sure we can make that happen.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge with a lot of time still remaining in the second quarter. You're down a field goal. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and long. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Go.
Now a run on first down is not going to
I
get
gotta
off
get 5
the
more
ground
and then I
get him
get
behind
my
the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
And Bengals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He completes it to Boyd. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Two more to accomplish the goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dalton got a man open. It's Ross. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation.
So I got my 7
would have
tackles.
meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person looking the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone.
What's good, Jeremy? How you doing? How you doing?
Receivers who are blocking for him, they have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team.
And that's caught
Let's
inside
go.
the 30. And all
Touchdown.
the way in. Touchdown, New York.
What's good, James?
69 yards.
Touchdown.
They are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them.
I'm currently playing Ultimate Team, y'all, in case y'all want to know what game mode I'm playing.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
How you doing, James?
All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run.
My defense could be
more
better.
effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? every 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down.
Oh,
Dalton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Y'all make sure y'all show each other love in the chat.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Hey, real quick. I'm gonna share her because she's new fam. So let's see. Y'all make sure y'all grab her up. She's new fam on the channel.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A draw play. Bernard churning, and he lost the football.
Dang, he got cracked.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
Ooh, lucky he recovered that, man.
Baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A quick throw now complete to Ross.
You're welcome.
He will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen. Dalton able to hit Ross. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Bullock's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a good kick there, and they put the no tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that.
A
but
touchdown
defenses are
the half.
good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the
about
turn.
to find out, y'all.
Bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This will be taken in at the 1. He won't go down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Excuse me.
New York set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So an instance there of Cam being
Cam.
We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton, flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on.
What's everybody doing now in the chat, y'all? Shout out to the 4. Got you.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will jump into this challenge in quarter number 2 with over 5 minutes left on the clock. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your side of the field, and it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
There we go.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards.
Damn it.
Then the mistake. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge. It's a gain of 34.
Don't allow a touchdown this quarter. Get a sack. Shout out to the 3. We still on Ultimate Team. Now, in this challenge, I can't allow a touchdown, and I got to get a sack.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We begin this challenge in the second quarter with less than 2 minutes remaining in the half. You're leading by 10 points. Your opponent has possession on their own 30-yard line, and it's 2nd and 5. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nice stiff arm. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the intercept.
Let's see.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hold on real quick, y'all.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25.
What's good, game ago? How you doing, my brother? Shout out to you, man.
Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all make sure y'all grab him up. This is a game ago. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Just had to drop that link real quick.
Getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the
anywhere,
backfield.
Man.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You don't know what to do.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. taken at about the 16.
Oh, shit. I don't know that
Uses the
was me.
stiff arm. Runs through the contact. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take
Hit
over.
that like button, y'all. Hit that like
now
button.
The Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good shit, Chris
At
Johnson.
this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Congratulations on yet another victory. And you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Leave here. About to leave Ultimate Team. We're going to play franchise mode. Play with the Dolphins. Got the Eagles next at home. Alright. Let's get this dub, y'all. Everyone's having a blessed day.
Can Zeke deke again? Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coach.
The Dolphins offense set to take over now. They've got it on this opening possession of the contest. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good run.
Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. He'll take a shot. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body.
God
Picked
damn
by
it.
Ronnie Harrison.
That's tough.
We have a 1st and 10 forthcoming. We have a red zone alert as well as this offense looks to punch it in a scoreless first quarter. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that
Let's see who else is alive. Alright, let me go back to my stream. Alright.
A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Who that? Hey, check Mike 57.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zeke. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. 2nd quarter.
They got
the
for a
football
while.
on their own side of the field. first and 10. It's Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Jackson. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete there.
Fuck.
Almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is Cook with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go
Shout
up
out
to
to the
Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium. The Jets in town to take on Cincinnati. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Phillip Rivers slinging it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. 21-13. Your final score.
Oh, no, I was trying to do
Meanwhile, in
that.
our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Hold on real quick. I gotta kick it off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win.
6 points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. 1st and goal. The football at the 7. Now Elliott. And he breaks through another. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Ezekiel Elliott. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he stopped immediately there. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
They have not scored yet. What's good, Shawnee? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Show everybody love in the chat. Shout out to Shanti. She in the building. Show her love.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion.
Shout out to the 3. Hit that like button, y'all. Shout out your boy.
Fourth quarter, and it's got. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott shifts by him at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
There we go.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before
They're not
crossing
scored.
over
We
out of
shut
bounds.
the Eagles
18
down.
big yards on that one. And
Crazy.
so a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
We shut the
and I
Eagles
tell you
down,
what, Charles,
y'all.
this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
We're gonna go to the next game. Oh, we got the Jets next on the road. Let's see. Let me negotiate some of these players. Okay. Okay. Shout out to the 4. All right, let's see what we need. No. No. There goes one good one. No. Come on, man. All right. There we go. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back, y'all. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, shoot. I ain't even... Let's go. We still got the dub. Upgrade these players. Okay, now we got the Giants. We undefeated. Okay, we on the road. We're gonna get this dub. We got this dub, baby. We got this dub.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, let's go.
Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th. Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, sir. Man, we get...
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from... No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the 2nd quarter. But here's another 3rd down situation to check in on.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Keep free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 20. And finally, down he goes.
Ooh,
as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third
so
down,
lucky,
and that sets up a first
I
and
was about
goal.
to score that touchdown.
These type of plays are back.
Let's say this.
Got it. 50. Mike's 50. Yeah, that's what I do.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
You just scored,
Taking it
baby.
in from
Touchdown.
4 yards out as his guys are first up.
They finally scored as well.
A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. First and 10. Ball at the 19.
Tight end right. Tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
Block now on first down. Going for it all. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Block will try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, no,
Rashard
sir.
Matthews, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Locke. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about
Got
turning
lucky
it
that you
upfield.
didn't get blocked.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. To throw on third down, Jackson being chased out left. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the
Shout out
defense.
to the
They had the advantage,
Look at
had
that.
excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away.
They come out here in the eye.
Right there. 54 Mike. I don't think you got it, sir.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Escaping and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Let's go. Okay, I gotta make a
third
stop.
down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth.
Pull it together.
Throwing his lock on third down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Let's get this all day.
A CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback.
What the hell going on with my offense?
Less than a minute to go in this third quarter, and we have both a first and 10 and a red zone alert as this defense looks to stem the tide here. On first down, Locke. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy.
What's going on with my offense?
So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, fourth quarter. Very likely a deciding moment in this contest.
You better be ready.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. On second down, here's Lock. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nothing about it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To the keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. They'll try to run with Ivory. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Now McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. LaShawn McCoy.
Damn.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A nice throw there by the...
Good stuff. All right, we definitely got to recover this.
Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
You gotta get this fucking
I guess
ball,
sometimes
man.
it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say
This
run
will
until
probably
they
be our
absolutely
first
stop
L
you, and others say,
this season.
well, when you think they're about to stop
been
you,
undefeated
fool them a little bit.
all
I guess they
season.
should have tried to fool him on that play.
Oh, God, that's
So a
tough.
victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Giants, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Miami, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Shout out to the 3. God damn it. Oh, I said I was going to leave and pick another team. Okay. We're going to go back to franchise mode. We're going to play it on another team. New Orleans Saints.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
And we got Seattle. Oh, we at Seattle. This for you, Shantice. I know you big Saints fan.
Can
Now the rain is falling. How will that affect the passing game? We're about to find out here. This is the first drive of the contest.
Check, check. Watch the D4. Watch the D4. All day, baby. All day.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Go, good run,
That's
good
good
run.
for 21 yards and a first down.
Shantice, what you doing? How was
Gotta
work?
give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They'll roll him out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this
Good
to the
stuff.
30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We're going to rotate teams on franchise
there, what
mode.
they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around
face
back
a
behind the line of
franchise as
scrimmage
well.
and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked
that was out
away
of
and
reach.
incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
Damn it.
Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Single the slot.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the... Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Too bad Greg Olsen
for
not
a gain of 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
I don't know how he caught that.
Play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone. On 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Damn it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
Buying time to his left. And he's got him. It's caught.
There
in
we
the
go.
End zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up any. So this offense now on the edge of the red zone at the 20. 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd TD of the game.
Let's go.
One-score game, 7 points here in the 4th quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get...
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you again.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's for you, Shanti. That's for you.
His 1st touchdown of the new... No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time.
Game over.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside...
Grade these players. Got the dub. Hit that like button. Shout out your boy. Show each other love in the chat.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion of unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough or a bust. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue.
Right guard. There we go. No. There we go.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.
So we got the Cowboys next.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Really want to spank their butts. Can't stand the Cowboys. Can't stand the Cowboys. Oh, excuse me, Cowgirls. That's what they are to me. I never hardly do training. Let's get this dub. Yall. Let's get this dub.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a scoreless game right now in the first quarter, but that might be about to change. This offense has it in the red zone.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, let's get some penetration.
On second down, McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The scoreboard says goose eggs right now, but we might be changing that momentarily. The offense with the football in the red zone.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Do that. Okay, love it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys... So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big 3rd down play coming up for this defense. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Roberts has it.
No, sir.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Into the first quarter, on to the second
After
quarter.
7-0 on EA Sports. Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 36, 36. 50.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Rodgers, dancing to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's down inside the 5 at
close to the goal line now.
He's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
In your face. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, take 26.
They'll run with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
That was a good pass by Rodgers.
With his 2nd.
What did everybody do today?
A 3rd down situation coming up in
I
the
was off
3rd
today.
quarter.
I'm
This
back
defense
to work
hoping
tomorrow.
to turn that 3rd down
And then
into
I'm off
4th.
work. I ain't working 2 days out of
Throwing
this
is
week.
Rodgers on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Emmanuel Sanders. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
We smoking the Cowboys. I'm loving it, too. Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's coming back.
All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Looking to find a
just had
lane,
like
but he
1,000
can't
points.
rein in
Damn.
at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley,
No
the Ravens'
lead
leading
is
tackler last year, up
safe.
to make the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Saints able to stretch that lead.
Go.
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
He's not gonna get me.
Back to throw. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this
deal.
one. Timeouts remaining. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for the Saints, hey, they finish a perfect month of September.
All right, we're going to rotate to another team. Franchise mode. We'll go franchise mode again. Pick a different team. Baltimore Ravens. Okay, we got the Ravens.
Mixon.
We meet again, Drew Luck. We meet again.
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Check. Watch 54. I got wide.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Damn, I got picked off.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. On third down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th. And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense.
Check line 54. Line 54. It's just me and you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive. And then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go.
Joe Mixon.
You score first. I gotta make a stop.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try? A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation?
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun on third down, Lock. This pass complete to Higgins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Breeze. And they've got the hook up. This is
Here we
Olsen.
go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
In the red zone now.
Ready. 95, 56. 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. So not much left here before we reach halftime as the offense is out there now hoping to put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, Breeze. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Let's go.
As he was shuffling right out of...
Shout out to the three. $500 to shake your ass. Wow. So people do anything for $1.
Time to jump back in. Opening drive, third quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10.
Hey, what? 95, 56, 95, 56, 54. You bet.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone
Why
for
not?
a Ravens touchdown.
Why not?
Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball
see that?
into the end
Look
zone.
at that.
And in
Look at
this
that.
one, he's
Look
sort
at
of
that. That was
carrying
a
the
good
team
run.
on his back.
He's the reason that they lead.
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard
Here
up.
we go
Now
again.
the question, can they add to their lead?
Okay, sis.
We drop
Appreciate
in a
you.
red zone
Appreciate everybody that's still
situation
here.
in the second
Make
half.
sure you hit that like button.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon.
Oh,
He
come
takes us down to
on.
about the 12 for a gain of 3.
You okay, sis?
So where'd all that running room that
Is
he had in the
everybody okay
first
in the
half
chat?
go?
Hope
Because it
everyone's
looks like it's
staying
drying
safe.
up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
54 Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the
Outta
intended
here.
receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he is
There we go.
into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Greg Olsen.
This is exactly
His
how,
third touchdown now on
in
the
real
year,
life, the
as
Ravens
his
beat the
guys
Rams
continue
last
to pour
season.
it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game.
Because they torched the Rams.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of
I mean,
points
who's
that
not
they
bored?
did.
Life
What
sucks
were they
right
clicking
now.
on offense?
Everybody
They
got
can't help but
to
feel
be
great about
14 and
themselves,
stay
can they?
home.
I mean, what a game.
I'm just
to put up
thankful
that
that I
number
can
of
still
points,
work and still
continually feeling
I
like
pay
they're
them,
moving
you
the
know what I'm
ball
saying?
and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this
I read
and
that.
carry it with them.
I
As an
read.
offensive coordinator,
I seen
you
something
still
on
think you can do
YouTube.
anything
I
wrong.
hope it's
Whatever you
not
call,
true.
run,
It's in
pass,
regards
it's
to
all gonna
stimulus
work.
check. I hope
That's
it's
called
not
being
true
in the
that
zone.
they
So for
talking about
Baltimore, the
everybody
perfect
that
season remains intact as they
that
move to 11-0
had
on the year.
that had
And they
got
will
in the
head back
stimulus check.
home next week.
If you have any
Meanwhile,
debt,
for LA,
they
it's a
gonna
loss that
seize that
sets them back
stimulus
in their
check.
playoff push as they fall to
I'm
6
like,
and 5.
damn, man.
And they'll try to rebound next week
I'm just
as they
praying.
head
I'm
to
just
Glendale
praying, man.
to take
Oh,
on
my
the
prayer,
Cardinals.
don't take this shit, man.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank.
Because my thing is like, why would you give people this check just to fuck over people that's in debt, people that's struggling? You gonna seize their stimulus check and give it to the debt collectors? Like, wow, it's crazy, man. Shit, if it ain't one thing, it's another, man. I knew it was too good to be true. Okay, now we got the Rams. Now we got the 49ers, my bad. At home. They 2-9, we undefeated. Keep on defense. Okay, see.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Now we'll see
damn, we
what this
inside the
offense can
5.
do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter.
Ready? You ready? Yes, Mike. Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
All the way.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That was quick. He was
Joe
inside the
Mixon
5, too.
with another touchdown, number
He was all the way
24
inside the
on
5.
year,
He went
as his
all
guys
the
are
way.
able to strike first here in this opening.
Let's go. What's for dinner, y'all? What everybody
This
eats for dinner?
defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? From the gun on third down, Breeze. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's see what we gonna do. What we can do.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On play action, now Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. Got a man, it's caught.
There we go.
Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver.
They just scored. They just literally scored.
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half.
Do anybody have any new videos they want to share, promote?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Antonio Gates, his third touchdown. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? To throw, it's Breeze. Airing it out for Olsen. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Definitely almost intercepted.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
He was on the ground. He was on the ground.
This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter, opening drive, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Ready? Yellow lady. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Here we go.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Breeze now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring...
He had that. Come on.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. And McManus able to put it through.
There we
And that
go.
will push this lead up to 20
Out
now.
to the 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all...
It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
95-56, 95-56.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Oh, legal touching. Come on, Hill.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's always a hater. Let's see, on to the next game. We're gonna actually do some training. I'm gonna just do not the offense. Mm, 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 mm.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's
Where we
practice.
at is
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Ready, touch. Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow wait. Select.
little circle.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Let's hit those X.
Ready? Blue 80. Select.
Mm.
Ready? 5-9. Wait, touch.
Ooh.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Wait, touch. Ready?
Okay,
95,
you
56.
complete that pass.
Wait, touch.
Oh, that's that. Ah.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Wait, touch.
There you go. Practice makes perfect, y'all.
95, 56. That.
Mm.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Shout out to the 4. And that's this. Shout out to the 4. How y'all doing? Good evening. Alright. Now that the train is over with, now we can. They 3-9. They got Dwayne Haskins. Ha!
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
The Ravens offense set to go now as they'll have it on this opening drive of the contest.
Ready. 5-8. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Regular pass.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon, and a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
You can't tackle him.
That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The numbers for Mixon last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next
Damn
play.
it, man.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag.
And that's on them.
4th down, this is a big call.
Yes. Let's go.
So flag for the contact.
Ooh,
Pass
now we in
interference.
red zone now.
And I know that you're going to look
Y'all
at me
fucked
and
up
roll
now.
your eyes, and rightfully so,
Y'all
because you know what
fucked
I'm
up
going to
now.
say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He would have caught it. It would have been out of bounds.
But now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown.
Let's go. Then out of this game, I'm gonna play on a different team, franchise mode.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenny Galladay. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Oh, sir.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Ooh. Shout out to the 4.
So late 2nd quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25.
He caught that.
Play there just before
I don't even know how he caught that shit.
Even 50
he
yards.
Caught it.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Breeze now on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We'll sell for
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out.
Oh, let's see if I can do a raid. Ooh. We're going to do a raid, y'all. Hold on. Everybody, we about to do a raid. Here's the link right here. Alright, I'm back, y'all. But that's the link. I was gonna to raid that for that person's stream so we can do a raid real quick.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete.
Damn.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty?
Ready. Yellow lady. Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That hole
Play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Why not run
Man,
for
defensively,
it?
that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? And
Shout out to the 3.
It was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On play action, Haskins lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Play action, Breeze. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete.
He had that.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
I think they might have surprised them there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
And some space here.
There
and
we go.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As the Ravens push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
20 to 10, y'all.
6 points.
Touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baby.
Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff
Probably
race.
my last
in
game
the
right here,
AFC.
then I'm going to end the
And I
stream.
tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Appreciate y'all for coming. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Make sure you hit that like button. Shout out to the 3.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
Haskins going to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only get... It's a two-score game in the fourth quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. And they're setting up here for the onside kick. They need this football. Now, can the receiving team thwart that from happening? And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore...
Okay, I'm about to, let's see. Well, I'm about to end this stream, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, leave a general comment below. Stay blessed, stay safe. Naturally exceeding life. Love y'all, peace. See y'all on Wednesday. Have a good night.